Today I'm going to talk to you about indexation, index form. So let's start with one we already know. So let's talk about 2 squared. We understand that 2 squared, if written expanded, can be written as 2 times 2. That's what it means when we square something. We multiply it by itself. We're going to call this written as index form, where when something's written in index form, it has a base and a power or index. So 2 is the base, and this small number at the top is called the indice or the power. Written out this way, this has been written in terms of its factors, so we're going to call this factor form. We should know that 2 cubed is also 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 cubed. We can also say that's 2 cubed. Any number can actually be written as a base. For example, a to the power n tells us a is the base, n is just the index. So let's suppose we wanted to just write a single number. Technically, that has a base of 2 and the power is 1, but we never show a power of 1, which is not the same as something to the power 0, but we'll get to that when we learn our laws, where 2 is the base and 0 is the index. All right, now let's have a look at writing out these numbers in factor form. Let's pick a bigger number, for example. Let's talk about 36. Well, 36 can be written as a lower power. We can write that as 6 squared, for example, but we can go lower by thinking about writing 36 in terms of its prime factors. You can either do this in your head or you can do it via a tree diagram. So I've already sort of identified that 36 can also be written as 6 times 6. So I'm going to break each number down into some further factors. We can break 6 down in terms of 2 times 3. And of course, because it's a 6 here, I can also say that that's 2 times 3. Now what I can do is now write 36 in terms of its prime factors. We can say that 36 is 2 times 3 times 2 times 3, or 2 squared times 3 squared using index notation. Okay, you can do other numbers. For example, 8. We can think about 8 as being 2 times 4, but we know that 4 is 2 times 2. So we can write 8 with a base of 2 in index notation by saying it's 2 times 2 times 2, or 2 cubed. It's important to understand that only the base has the power with it, unless it's within some brackets. So for example, if we have 2a cubed, the only base here that's attached to the 3, which is the index, is a. 2 is what we call a coefficient. That means 2 is multiplying by a cubed, but 2 is not cubed, only the a, because a is the base in this case and 2 is the coefficient.